Ha ha! What is up, Bust Bags? The bug catcher is back and he is smoking trees and catching butterfrees. Anyway, you see the title. We're going to discuss the Pokemon Legends series and exactly what it is, what it should be. Couple little things. I just want to get some stuff off my chest. Go ahead, like, and subscribe. With that being said, let's get right into it. So, what are these games, right? So, what I've noticed, so I'm sure someone else has noticed this too, right? These games are canceled events or games, right? So, hear me out. Pokemon Legends Arceus, they canceled the Arzua flute, right? Back in the day, you couldn't get it. Because they felt like that was just too complicated. Whatever. I don't even think that's really what he meant, right? I know he literally said it, but I think he was really. I think in his brain, he couldn't get the God part out, right? Like that Arceus is God. They didn't really get. So I think they wanted to really just leave that behind for later. That's really what I think. And his excuse about the Azor flute being too complicated is a cover up, right? But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, these are canceled games. Z's canceled. For whatever reason, maybe it was they didn't have enough time, etc., etc. Legends Arceus comes out. They're retelling that Arceus story. Pokemon Legends ZA. They're telling Zygarde's story, right? So now one problem I do have is that it's hard to make a Legends game. Now, I've seen a lot of people online talk about this, with their own ideas about what a new Legends game should be. Like, Pokemon Legends Kyurem. That sounds cool until you realize you redo the legend in black and white. Because you and N get the two dragons and fight over truth and ideals. You already, same in Galar, right? The darkest day was 3,000 years ago. Two heroes saved the day with the Zacian and Zamazenta. 3,000 years later, two heroes do it again. It's the same story. So a Pokemon Legends Kyurem game to me doesn't make sense because if you're going to revolve it, and this is just one example. If you're going to, and even Legends Arceus to an extent does this too, right? Because Volo has Giratina, similar to Cyrus in Platinum. So even there's an example of this of them doing that already, is retelling us a story we've already done just in the present day. Right? So another idea I saw someone mentioned was like Pokemon Legends Celebi, where we time travel and this and that. But again, these Legends games seems like they need to flesh something out more. And Celebi was fleshed out already in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I don't see how you can do a Legends game centered around Celebi. Now, or even, and this goes to a previous video with the new Kanto ideas, right? Where I said, a Legends game should be Pokemon Legends Trainer Red, right? And you just follow Red through the Johto region, and maybe he don't get the badges though. Maybe there's something that has to do with. You see, even what I'm trying to say now. I'm trying to think of a new creative idea to go back to Johto without involving the legendary Pokemon. But we've already done everything we can with those legendaries from Johto. So it's like, what do we, it's hard for me to go, figure out a way to go back there, except Red going to Mount Silver. And, just really exploring that, not Mount Silver, is that the one in the middle of, yeah, Mount Silver. I don't really know what else to do. Maybe he explore, I don't know how to do a Johto game. Because all the legendaries have been fleshed out. Same with Hoenn. Like, they just did the Delta episode. Now, you could maybe do a Legends Jirachi, but I just don't see that. I don't know, because I just don't. He's not cool enough to me. And everything else in that region has been fleshed out also. Deoxys and Rayquaza in the Delta episode. How many times are we going to see Groudon and Kyogre and Rayquaza fight? Even a Mew game. Like, what could you do to Kanto? I saw someone say we could be, maybe it was me who said this, right? We could be part of like Team Rocket and get data, but unless you want to really add in something new, like something totally off the wall new, there really ain't no point, because we already know what happened, right? Like, we already know that what dots are connected with Mr. Fuji and Team Rocket. We know these things. Now, even though I did bring up Kyurem, I do think Pokemon Legends Victini would be something special, right? Now, I'm not quite sure how to get, so what do we know about Victini, right? Like, how do we incorporate him with the 3 dragons? Like, if we did a Legends Kyurem, right? It would be like there's a fake-ass N as a rival. We could probably fight the original dragon. The fake N ancestor catches the original dragon. We probably fight it. It splits into the 2 and in the shell. Then we could probably go catch it and put it all together ourselves, right? Which sounds cool, but that's basically what we've already done. We've already battled in over Truth and Ideals. Let's get Victini in there. What we know about him, this is the problem I have with Victini and going back to Unova. He is somebody, he's a Pokemon that's sent around winning, victory. A trainer who has a Victini wins. The only region that really puts emphasis on battling is Galar with the gym challenge, right? So I feel like the only way to get it Victini expounded upon maybe would be a Galar game. But that doesn't quite make sense. Leave your comments below a better idea than that, maybe. Another Legends game, someone else who I think it could be expounded, is Zarude. Maybe Zarude, and again, let's go back to the previous point, where you don't want to retell the same story. If we do a Galar Legends game, it would seem like Zarude would be the focal point, because he's the only thing really left in Galar that's not explained right. Urshifu, Calyrex, even the Regis. Zarude needs to be, I know he has the movie, but he needs to be explained. He just plopped into the games. He needs his own game, The Legend of Zarude, Pokemon Legends Zarude. You know what I'm saying? You're in a jungle, exploring a crazy jungle off the coast of Galar, and he lives there or something. Like, I'm not sure. But that's the direction that these Legend games are taking. Things that need to be expounded upon more. Maybe a lot of people want to say in a Lola game, maybe the Ultra Beast attack from back then, but Magearna, how expounded is Magearna in the games? I was going to mention Zorora, but if the leaks are true, he's going to get his just due in Legends ZA. But, these are just some ideas, man. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, right? You got a better idea than the bug catcher, than TBC? Let me know in the comments below. Keep it all the way up.